Good morning, everybody. That is a frolicking Pomeranian in the background, in case you're wondering what that growling dragon might be. This is our astrology weather forecast for the 7th of January, 2025, and it is a quintile by quintile day. There's a lot of quintile energy circulating around. The moon is in Aries until 5:11 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we are going to experience more the methodical mood of Taurus. So we are poised for any action with the moon in Aries. And we become more picky about what we want to act upon and how we do it as the day moves on. So there's an in conjunction going on between Mercury and Mars. As Mercury's leaving Sagittarius, I mean, it comes into Capricorn tomorrow. So this is a bit of a declaration that can happen here. Mercury Mars in conjunction. I hope that's what I said. If it's not, that's what I meant. This is the kind of things we get into. The energy that we put out, what we meant to say, it can be different. Or what we want to say and our delivery can be off. And so we have to be careful about how we assert ourselves and what we say, because our assertion, the ego, and what we want to get across, these things can get garbled, and then we have to explain ourselves, or we have to backpedal to gain some amount of clarity. The in conjunction is always about having a difficulty with balance. And we want to get our opinion out there with this one. We want to get it out there. We don't necessarily we don't read the room. That's the issue. We don't read the room. And that's where we end up getting the blowback. The biquintile between Mercury and Uranus can bring some openness, willingness to listen, some flow into what we're trying to get across. There is a bit of a herky-jerky effect, but there's also this tolerance that can make it easier for us to regroup or add some details or even apologize and say, oh, I didn't mean it that way. Let me come back at this. We also have a biquintile between Venus and Mars. This is interesting. Venus is in lovely, unconditional, loving Pisces. We have Mars also just having come into a water sign. This is a lovely dance, a flirtatious dance that we do with the biquintile. It is an agreement. It's an agreeable aspect. We're bringing two planets that are about polarity, passive and aggressive forces, masculine and feminine forces. We're bringing them into an aspect of flow, agreement, mastery. It's easier to mm, intertwine our passive and aggressive masculine and feminine forces. And we have such a creative aspect that's about flexibility. So there's a playful, flirtatious, yet compatible energy here when it comes to balancing the right and the left, the east and the west, both hemispheres, both sides of our personal and relationship equations. It's a sensual day. We'll see what happens. Use it wisely.